Happy 2026.
Happy 2026. I cannot believe January is almost over.
Shit.
I know. How did that happen?
This is a year ago we started this little adventure.
Yeah.
And that seems crazy to think
Was
about.
our first episode last
It
January?
was January, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just looking at the calendar.
Well, we didn't get quite as many episodes in as we maybe would have liked, but life.
Life comes up.
Yeah.
And I will say too, like, one thing that you and I had agreed upon when embarking on this journey was that we're not forcing it. If it doesn't like flow or fit schedules naturally, then we're not gonna open palms, right? Like we're not gonna freak out about it. So here we are.
And so here we are.
Our last episode was in August. Yeah.
We made it happen. Yeah.
You know, and I'm not gonna chalk it up to anything other than just, life passes you by, and if you're not intentional about stuff, it doesn't happen. But at the end of the day, like, whatever was a priority at the time when we were doing that, it was. And it took precedence, and that's perfect.
Yeah.
So here we are.
Here we are, January 29th. My dad's birthday, actually.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Dad.
66.
Richard.
We called him earlier and
66?
yeah,
That's a good number.
That's what I told him. I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
this is.
Did he had no idea what it was? Like 66?
Oh, I mean, no, I just
It's a good
he
number.
didn't.
Yeah.
Just fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways. Okay, so in addition to being January 29th, 2026, it's also 394 days sober for us.
Sober.
Boom.
Dude.
Oh, sorry, Gretchy. I sorry.
394.
394. Wow.
Crazy. Okay, let me ask you this. Energy levels, having a whole year underneath your belt with no alcohol. What's your energy level like right now? Like what's your
It's
speed?
post-winter storm, so
Sure.
I'm still getting back into it. No, I think overall,
Sharp as a tack.
so much better. Never waking up feeling groggy or anything of the sort was has been really, really nice.
Yeah.
Really nice.
I agree with that sentiment. I woke up maybe once or twice this last year with an emotional hangover. And I know you're probably like, what's an emotional hangover? Like,
No, I'm not.
I know. The audience. I'll tell you what an emotional hangover is. It was, agonizing. It was worse than an actual hangover.
Yeah.
But no, I think as far as like clarity goes, just, sharp as a tack.
Mm-hmm.
Never been more in tune with body and self and just flexing that muscle every single day and getting more comfortable with flexing that muscle every single day.
Yeah.
When we were growing up, everyone's like, well, just listen to your body. Like, what's your body saying? I'm like, I don't know. When you're in survival mode, you have no idea what your body's trying to tell you, you know? And then when you slow down long enough and don't have any sort of additional substances in your system, you really, you're forced to, unless you just want to keep, pushing it further down.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So let's talk a little bit, why did we decide to do this? Why did you decide?
Why did you why? I want to hear, we were talking about a little bit before this. What was I don't know that I have a good answer for you as to why. What was your reasoning? Like, what's your initial...
So, main reason was I found myself drinking all the time.
Yeah.
Like all the time, and I think probably a lot of people find themselves in that boat. And I think unless you're paying attention to it and being really conscious of it, sometimes you might not even realize it, You're
in it.
And so, as I sort of transitioned careers and sort of went into more of a corporate role and found myself going to a lot of networking events. A lot of these events are happy hours. So, I was going to those, grabbing a drink or two there.
Yeah.
And so it just was becoming just too much,
Okay.
And,
Sit down.
I'd say that's like true for a lot of us. And,
You're in.
I had been paying attention to and slightly concerned with my alcohol consumption for years, and it's just hard because when you look around at everybody else and you're like, well, I'm just doing what everybody else is doing, right? Am I? I don't know. So it didn't feel, it didn't feel problematic. It was just more, I was, because I was becoming more aware of it, I was becoming much harder on myself mentally about it. And I would kind of beat myself up
Yeah.
like, no, like, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
Like, why can't you stop doing this?
Right.
You know, and every time I tried to put limits on it, like I'm only going to drink on the weekends, or I'm only going to drink
The
Thursday, Friday,
restricting of
Saturday.
it. Yeah.
It,
Yeah.
it never worked for me. And so I knew I had gotten to the point where it's like, okay, I'm ready to try something different. And I
Yeah.
think the only way I can really try this is
Cold turkey, baby.
quitting it
Yeah.
cold turkey and
Yeah.
completely cutting it out of my life. And so, you know, I had come to that decision towards the end of 2024. And, you know,
Yeah.
what
What were we doing on December 2024? What were we doing?
on New Year's Eve?
Oh,
I
no,
don't
yeah.
know.
I just remember the season that we were in. I'm like, what were we even doing? Like, it seems like ages ago
Yeah,
that we
it
were
does. It does.
consciously like choosing, hey, I can't remember who brought it up first. If it was like you thinking about it or I was thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, I'm game. Like, it sounds good.
Well, I think it turned out I had
Both thought
I had
about it
honestly been
separately.
thinking about it
Yeah.
for a year or two.
Yeah.
But I was too scared to say it out loud because
Yeah.
I didn't think I could do it.
Sure.
And that ended up being why I knew I had to do it.
Catalyst. Just to
Because
prove
I
to
was-
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was really concerned, like, do I have an actual addiction to alcohol? That does run in my family. And so I was very concerned with that. And so I wanted to test it.
Yeah.
And so luckily there wasn't a physical dependence, you know, I didn't have any kind of withdrawals or like any sort of anything like that,
Yeah.
you know,
I can't. Yeah.
but,
It's interesting you bring that up because, like, I didn't either. But it's interesting because we're probably a few that didn't happen for. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we're probably a couple of the few that didn't happen for, where it's like almost debilitating that you didn't have it in your system. You know what I mean?
yeah,
The wake
yeah.
up, drink, perpetual,
Yeah.
the perpetual
It just becomes so habitual.
period.
You know, I say I just went to everything. It's like, why wouldn't I have a drink? Why wouldn't I have a glass of wine? Why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
You know, it's just, we go up. I mean, we were
socially acceptable.
We were
yeah.
regulars at the bars. We were regular at Jimmy B's with our martinis and fries, you know, like,
God, you know, I've had a recent experience too in the corporate world, and we're not going to dive into that. That's not a topic at hand, but a couple weekends ago, like going into Friday night, I was zapped. I was done for the week.
Yeah.
Absolutely done. I'm
yeah.
like, this is why people binge drink on the weekends. Like, this is why everyone lives for a Friday night, goes out Friday, Saturday, just like obliterated.
Mm.
And of course, like, I didn't do that. I chose not to do that.
Yeah.
That wasn't on the table.
Yeah.
But it's odd though, but like, it is a choice. We chose every day for a whole year and some change now to choose not to drink. Like,
Yeah.
how powerful that is, how
Yeah.
powerful no's are, how
Yeah.
powerful and how much self-respect we have for ourselves and one another. I mean, I have so much respect for you for not doing it. Are you
Yeah,
kidding me?
same.
I remember whenever we were talking about like going into business together, it's what would we need from one another? Like,
Yeah. You wanted me to do 75 hard. with
yeah,
you.
yeah. Just, I mean, like,
Yeah.
just because it like instills so much self-discipline,
Yeah.
grit, and determination, and it's however many things, you know, every single day for 75 days. Like, it's a lot,
Yeah.
but it can be done.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've done it. I already know you can do it. You don't need to do it. I know you can do it if you really wanted to.
Yeah. Of
you
course.
would.
Yeah.
If anybody really wanted to do anything, they
Just do
would.
it.
They would.
Just do it.
You know.
What surprised you the most about a year without alcohol?
What surprised me the most?
Was anything surprising or like how did you think it would be versus how it actually was?
Yeah. I feel like there have been long periods in my like adult later 20s, earlier 30s now that I wouldn't drink. Like,
Yeah.
it was so okay. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't
You would go on
stints of just not. Yeah.
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 And I never
Maybe have an edible.
Yeah.
Have an edible every once in a
Yeah.
while, but never fiending for any of it.
Yeah.
But of course, like I've been flexing that muscle for a long time, mostly because, I mean, I guess when it boils down to it, I don't like who I am the day after. I'm a happy drunk. Like, are you kidding me? Like,
Yeah,
if
same.
Jenna lets her hair down, it's like
We're having
game on. Yeah,
we're having a good time.
we're having a great time.
We're having a good time.
There's no anger, there's no violence. It's like
Yeah.
it's so much fun. But I think in hindsight, right? It's Jenna, what are you packing down that you're not sorting through? Which is why you're turning to alcohol to have those like fun, carefree. Cause like by nature, like well, I don't know. I think I'm pretty serious for the most part.
Yeah, but you're fun and
I mean,
silly, too.
I have fun.
I don't think we were like turning to alcohol for anything. I think it was
No.
just part of what we did. It's
Yeah.
and
Part of our normal
I think that's something,
experience, human
I
experience.
think that's something that I realized not drinking is how present alcohol is everywhere.
Oh yeah.
It's everywhere. It's at everything. It's in your face all the time. And, that was really something that it's not that I mean, I
Yeah.
think I was aware of that. It's just because I was engaging in it. I didn't realize it as much, you know? And then once you like are going to things all the time and like just kind of realizing like, oh my gosh, yeah. Well, it's like, this is how it became a problem or was, just too prevalent in my life.
Very consistent. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
remember
I just,
I remember we were going to, where did we go last year for St. Patrick's Day? McNally's down Midtown.
oh yeah.
And being one of
that was the corn dog day.
I've never been
All
to
of
Sonic.
that.
I've never been to
Oh
Sonic
my
before.
God.
The idea, we had come to the conclusion that afternoon that it's like, oh, we were like dodging people. Like, okay, yeah, like this actually, we're not. I was like, yeah, I'm good. Like, we can go.
It's funny that you bring that up because I think that was probably one of the first like big like
Back into the
something that's
world,
like
yeah.
that St. Patty's Day is solely centered around drinking. It is a big party. Everyone's drinking.
Go get drunk.
Yeah, and so
Forget about anything.
I
Go get
remember
obliterated, yeah.
being uncomfortable.
Oh,
when
yeah.
we were upstairs at McNally's, just feeling kind of on edge and just feeling like I didn't want to be there, which
Yeah.
was shocking to me because I fucking love St.
I
Patty's
know, I
Day.
know, I know.
I love getting drunk on St. Patty's.
Are
I'm
you
like,
kidding me?
beer all day, baby.
Yes,
Let's go.
give me that fork
But,
and knife. I need a Guinness. I need two.
And that was a reassuring feeling for me.
Yeah,
because
like, we're good
I
here.
genuinely didn't want to be there. Like, didn't want to be engaging. Like, felt so good choosing not to do that. And we showed up. We came to party. We came to
Yeah.
hang. We tried. We hung for a little bit, but it was just.
I think a lot of that day for me, it's interesting. There was a lot of groups, like friend groups, acquaintance groups, really. And that was interesting for me because I've become something that has shocked me is maybe not shocked, a revelation
Something you've noticed.
would be that, yeah, Jay, like, you're not better than just because you're not drinking. You're not better than anyone, but like, you don't have. I guess I'm not afraid to not be liked anymore. Like, I don't give two shits.
Yeah,
I would rather be.
Did you feel that way?
I think a lot of my like, and these are like revelations I've had even the last like couple weeks. Okay, we're going back a little bit. Childhood. I was the lost child. I was the third wheel. I was the third amigo. It's like, I just wanted to be liked and accepted and welcomed. Like, and yeah, I want to be everybody's friend. Like, of course, like everybody, because everybody's important, because everybody has a story, because everybody comes from somewhere, just like I do, just like, wanting to be deeply understood on a certain level, right? But you can't be understood like that by everybody.
Yeah.
And I realize that now, where it's like my energy, I mean, I could count on less than one hand how many people I've engaged with socially and hung out with in the last like 6 to 8 months. Like, it got really tight towards the end of the year.
Agreed.
And I am A-okay with that.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful because that afternoon, it's like, felt like I was just being pulled at St. Patrick's Day. Now we're bringing it back. I felt like I was just being pulled in so many directions, like trying to appease people, but I'm like engaging with them, like saying hello to them. It's like, come sit with us. I'm like, God damn. I'm like, I don't want to do any of that. Like, I like you guys so much. I do. I don't want to invalidate you. I don't want to deny you or your reality, but like, dang, we're not on the same level. Like, we just took an edible and we just got corn dogs and like, y'all are just getting, completely wasted, which is fine. No one's up for judgment. I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah.
But like making not wanting to exclude people, not wanting to make people feel like they didn't matter.
Mhm.
That was real. That's been hard on me.
Well, I think in situations like that, like either something that's solely drinking or like bars, definitely don't go out to bars.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to it. Like if someone's having a party or whatever, like heck yeah, I'll rally, I'll show up. But that just didn't really happen very much.
No.
And we certainly weren't hanging out at bars like
No.
we used to. So
No.
that's definitely changed a lot of
Yeah. Social experience. It's just social atmosphere.
And I think probably that was the first time that I felt one thing I've kind of, I don't know if I'd say like struggled, but that I've noticed is I feel very othered. I feel very like when I'm in a setting like that where like everyone's drinking but me.
Yeah.
It
All eyes are on you, even though probably they're
probably not. People probably don't. You think so?
Of
I know.
course they are.
Yeah, and
Why are they're doing something different? Why?
yeah,
And I know it's true because of the few people that are courageous enough to say something like, "Dang, I think that's really cool. You're not drinking." Like, hell yeah, you could too. You could also do that
yeah,
if you want. Like,
yeah,
it's actually pretty great.
yeah. I found myself feeling a little alone at times when I was out and about and just feeling like it certainly it wore off.
Yeah,
but
because then you just don't give a shit anymore.
Well, also I just like don't go to those things.
Yeah, that's fair too.
You know, I just don't go to those things. Now, I feel very fortunate because I found and fell in love with someone this year. So I spent a lot of my time with her and at home and us doing other things.
Who also doesn't happen to drink.
Yeah. And so
if ever at all, I don't think I've seen her drink maybe one alcoholic beverage.
She committed and solidarity with us.
Yeah.
So
out of own.
Yeah, but she didn't drink that much anyway.
Yeah.
So that has certainly been helpful for sure. But yeah, I did feel weird sometimes. But
I would say that
and worth it.
Absolutely.
Worth it.
And I feel like it awakens when you're doing something so incredibly different, it awakens that in others, like to choose that.
Or just sparks a curiosity.
Yes. Yeah. Whatever is like coming up for them.
Just like we were, you know?
Yeah. But no, I don't think anything, I'll tell you what, nothing catastrophic happened. I'm queen of drunk dialing, and I didn't drunk dial.
You are queen of drunk dialing. Oh God. I will
unblock and then reblock so fast. No shame. I will. At the end of the day, it's like, but again, like those are like unprocessed, like unhealed wounds or grief or whatever it was. I'm shaking my head like it's nothing. Those are big deals. We need to handle those with care. But at the end of the day, like you repeat all of those patterns and cycles until you learn the lesson. And I feel like not indulging in alcohol for a year plus now, it's like, I don't have any of that to sort through,
Yeah.
We've sorted through it, and we're going to continue sorting through things that come up without, aid and or like turning to something that's honestly just poisonous. It's poisonous. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It keeps everybody in the rat race.
Did you ever have any cravings, or did you ever have any times that you're like, God damn, I wish I could have a drink?
It's funny that no, not really. When I was in France, it would have been cute to Barcelona, it would have been like cute to have a glass of something somewhere,
Yeah.
But,
that would have been really hard for me. That probably would have been the hardest.
Well, you're about to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I think when you're so okay with just who you are in any sort of setting, it doesn't,
yeah.
I'm not missing out. I'm not missing out.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I had a couple times.
Was it like an event or like a celebration?
Yeah.
Not just like a random
we
Monday or
talked
Tuesday.
about it. No. I think there were like two notable times that I was like,
oof. Yeah.
4th of July weekend at the lake.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But
hashtag America.
But something we haven't talked about, NA beers, mocktails. Like, there are so many options nowadays. You can go to the liquor store and
there should be no excuse to not.
There's a whole
that.
section of NA options. And so did I have a bunch of NA ultras? Hell yeah, I did.
Yeah.
So
I know. I feel like you get along with those more. I'm like, I couldn't care less.
That really feels like because I did kind of, I mean, I love beer, so I
know.
you know, had cravings, and so
Well, your beer
The
with
NA
tacos and pizza, like
yeah,
get your
the
beer.
NA, the NA options are great, and so that really really helped, I think. But you know, it's the fun celebratory thing. So I think that, and then
Yeah.
my sister's wedding,
Yeah.
and that was a little bit hard too, because you know, I wouldn't say there was like pressure from my family or anything. There wasn't,
No.
but like, are you really not gonna drink on Jamie's wedding? I'm like,
Yeah. I'm gonna choose not to.
I'm like,
yeah.
yeah, that's the whole year. And
Yeah.
I had talked about it early in the year. I was like,
That you maybe would.
and I
could,
said,
yeah.
if there's one time that I drink
Yeah.
this year, it's going to be at Jamie's wedding.
Yeah, I
And
remember
so
that.
as the time approached, they were like, you said that there, and I was like, I know, but I was like, you guys, I've
took note of that.
I
yeah.
made it this far. Like, I can't. Like, I don't
And
even.
I love that.
I don't
about-
even
I
want
love that
to.
about you.
I don't even want to, you know. And so
Yeah.
I say that, but like, you know, it would have been fun to.
Yeah. Indulge. And
Yeah.
I feel like that was still a fun night.
Oh,
I
it
mean,
was,
God,
it was a fun night. It was a fun night. Yeah. Yeah.
it was fun. It was fun. Oh my God. I don't ever need to go back to Medicine Park. That's for darn sure.
That's an interesting place.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I think, you know, because
Okay.
people,
Yeah. Go ahead.
go.
Speak.
Well, people always ask me like, you know, what was your biggest revelation, or like what surprised you the most ever? And I always say, like, honestly, it was easier than I thought.
Oh yeah.
It was easier than I thought. Like
Once
once
year.
I feel like once you
answer's
get
no.
past
Yeah.
once you get past February, like I wasn't even like it. Like I don't. It doesn't even cross my mind anymore. You know, the occasional things that you go to, and you know, the ever presence of alcohol is there. You know, and so. It just definitely increased my level of awareness of how ingrained it is in our culture and society, in work life, in family life, in everything. Alcohol is there and present, and people are partaking and enjoying it, and oftentimes, you know,
Overindulging.
overindulgent. Yeah, and
I've gotten down some rabbit holes on all of that. I know you know that, but I've been on some rabbit holes the last couple, like 5-6 months. And the idea that that's how a majority, I mean, I don't know if 100% certain, but like the US specifically, we mistreat like terribly.
yeah,
And there's no other way to live life here other than doing that. So when you choose to not jump in and join the bandwagon any longer on all that, and you're getting curious, you're choosing for yourself what makes sense for you and what doesn't make sense, and then just letting everyone else do whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
it's not right or
But,
wrong.
you know, we've talked about, I think what's really cool is the younger kids are
Yeah.
choosing alcohol-free lifestyles willingly and happily. You know, it's becoming much more common.
No one's like
To
trying
not-
to get a fake
to
ID
not
and go
drink.
rage
Yeah.
ever.
And so,
no.
I think that's really cool. And I think that's really
Yeah.
healthy and progressive of that generation. And hopefully that,
The
you know.
trajectory of that, like they're
well, there are no benefits to consuming alcohol. There are none.
despite
Other than it tastes good, and I
know.
like it, and who doesn't love a little buzz? But you know, it's so, for me, there was like, well, I got so used to drinking, like it would take a lot for me to get a
little buzz,
drunk.
yeah,
And,
yeah.
or you just get so used like to the feeling that I never really felt buzzed.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
so
man, and I know, and I'm like, me, the thing about me is I could pound like 9 cocktails and be like, yep, we're Gucci.
yeah, I know, like
9.
Yeah.
Maybe that's exaggerating a
I
little
think
bit.
that's a little high for you.
but like I, you know,
Yeah, we could drink. I mean, when you drink consistently, your tolerance level goes up, of course, naturally, you know. So it's just you're always pushing more and more and more, which is just worse and worse and worse
your
for
body.
you, you know. And
oh my God. So thinking about overall just like health and well-being, choosing not to drink, we'll call it our early 30s. Choosing not to drink in our early 30s.
it is for you.
Well, I'm saying I'm including you in on
Thank you.
mine.
Thank
You're forever 33 in my
Yeah,
mind too.
yeah. Thank you.
It's thinking about how much healthier we're going to be as humans,
Yeah,
and how many timelines we're going to jump beyond this that we would not have experienced as quickly as we have if we had remained in this little hamster wheel of, you know, getting to Friday, getting
Whatever day, to be honest.
Yeah, you're right. Every day there's 5 o'clock in every day.
Yeah, there is.
So yeah, but no, I agree. I think that there's the level of awareness, and the things that are centered around alcohol just aren't it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think, and we've just outgrown that. The population who is hanging out in that low vibrational field, it just doesn't align anymore.
Yeah.
Which
it doesn't feel, I'm not,
It's not authentic.
I don't want to
anymore.
be,
No, them.
I don't want to be in those spaces anymore.
No.
Like,
Or doing what they're doing, like, or leading the lives that they're
I
living.
mean, we were at the bars all the time.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
at least once or twice a week.
I know.
Don't you think?
Sure.
Yeah.
Whether it was just for like a dinner and a drink, and
Well, we
then-
were always sitting at the bar eating and having a drink.
yeah,
You know?
yeah, easy.
Yeah.
What? This is okay. Nana got this for him for Christmas.
He's enjoying it.
All right. What are your so this year, 2026?
Mm-hmm.
What are your expectations for yourself with alcohol, and any sort of thoughts around having a beverage at this point?
Yeah. I've had lots of thoughts. Mostly because everyone keeps asking me, like, are you gonna drink? Are you gonna drink again? Are you
Yeah.
gonna have a drink on New Year's Eve? Everyone's asking me that.
Yeah. I guess I got the same.
And it was going into this, it was never my intention to give up alcohol forever.
Yeah.
I took a real hard look at my life and realized this is a problem, and I don't like what this is doing to me and my mindset in my life. And so calling it a hard reset, and I always planned to just play it by ear and see how
Yeah.
I felt at the end of the year. We're 29 days into January, haven't had a drink. And
You've not thought about it. It's like,
I haven't really, but
other than maybe like you've got a couple trips planned. And it's
yeah,
like
so
thinking about that.
we're going to Spain in March, and I do intend to have a drink.
Yeah.
Because everyone's been trying to get me to have a drink, and I'm like, listen,
And
I'm not going to break.
You're celebrating while you're there.
I told my boss, I said, I'm not breaking a year-long fast for a Coors Light, dude. Like, I'm not doing
The
it.
mountains might be blue,
So-
but like they can kick rocks.
So, I definitely intend to have
Yeah.
some drinks in Spain. I mean, yeah, how am I not going to have wine there?
Yeah.
I don't know how you did that. Like, that would have been, I mean, I do
I
because
mean, I was by myself.
we
too.
made a
Yeah.
commitment,
Yeah. Well, and also that. But
yeah.
like,
And so
that's so funny. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
it's kind of weird because I almost feel like I feel a little bit nervous, like introducing alcohol back into my life, because I've known previously how hard it was to scale it or
Yeah.
only consume
To restrict it or whatever. Yeah. Yeah.
And so I'm still thinking through, and it's day by day. I don't have to make a decision. It's not this
Yeah.
like hardcore black or white thing that I have to do. So I plan to drink while I'm in Spain,
Good.
and I'll see how I'll feel after that.
It's gonna be the most
Yeah,
festive
and-
cocktail glass. What? Yes.
Yeah.
It's so interesting the idea that you guys were on a trip last year, and someone was like, I think it was even Ryan. He was like, "Do you think that she's having a drink right now? You guys were at the beach."
Yeah, I went to Aruba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I was like, where
Yeah.
did you guys even go? And I was like, oh no. He's like, aren't you like, don't you, like maybe? I was
I
like,
know people think, oh well, like yeah, were you doing this? How are you not drinking? I'm like, because we made a commitment.
I was like, yeah.
Because we said we weren't gonna do it.
They were like, so I think it was Ryan. Ryan was like,
Yeah.
what if she did? I was like, well, I guess that's her decision. I was like, I know almost 100% certainty that she did not have
Yeah.
an alcoholic beverage.
Yeah.
Like I know those girls had mocktails, like
Yeah.
just like I would too somewhere. But then of course, like then it was flipped. It's like, well, you're gonna have that when you go on your trip. I'm like, no,
yeah,
no.
yeah,
And whether you decided to or not, that's a you thing. Like
sure.
And whether I chose to or not when I was on my trip, that's a me thing. And I don't want to disappoint myself,
Right.
nor would I want to disappoint my best friend.
Yeah.
Because we did make commitments.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, the answer's already no. Like, and we'll, after the first of the year, 2026, then we'll circle back.
Yeah.
Or not. Like, at the end of the day, like, you're in charge of you, I'm in charge of me. And obviously, the pact and, like, decision we made, we're in it together. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But now it's just like, if you ever choose,
So yeah. So what's your how are you feeling about alcohol these days?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
And if one day you want to have a drink, you will.
Yeah. It's all choice.
Yeah.
Consequences for our actions, good or bad. And I just don't think, like, for me personally, I don't know. I think that there has been such a brighter side of life than I think I've ever known. And a part of me is like, man, I was like, if I even leading up to Green Shoe, not drinking for that month, going into Green Shoe, it was, I didn't drink for a couple months after that. And then I went to Italy and I was like, I don't really want to. I remember I had a spicy margarita with you at Powerhouse.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Because that was like, it was the chili festival. And it's like, we're here. It's like, might as well just have one. And I was like, you know what? Yeah. I'm going to have a spicy margarita with my best friend before I go to Italy. It'll be perfect. And I had actually, I did get really messed up in Italy one night with the owners.
As you should.
And it was great. I
As you
thought I was going to
should.
vomit on the train the next day,
Oh,
but it was
God.
fine. It was fine. We made it. But at the same time, it's like, I don't think I've built so much self-respect in the last, even more so in the last year, and that I just don't want to. I'm not willing to dive back into it just to dive back into it, and I'll never like taste or crave the taste of it. Okay, you know, I would binge drink, not because I love the taste of whatever. Like, no, I don't. Champagne might be the only thing that I'd be like, yeah, I'd drink some bubbles.
Yeah.
Hold the orange juice always, you know.
I think for me, another big thing is, I think in a sense, alcohol had a power over me.
Yeah.
And me taking the shirt off, proving to myself what I can do, seeing the improvements in my life, I have taken the power back.
Yeah.
And so I don't feel as like worried about it because I know I can do it. I know I can
Living proof.
I know I can go without again if I want or need to, you know.
For a whole year. That's insane.
Yeah. I know,
For
it's
an
crazy.
entire year.
Yeah.
And then imagine like anything, maybe like, you know, lost days, no lost days, right?
Yeah.
Imagine all the shit that you wouldn't have gotten done at the
I know.
relationship, or
I
just in
know.
life in general. The things you would have missed out on because you were too hungover to function.
Yeah. And I knew there were too many things we wanted to do last year
Yeah.
that I just,
Wouldn't have been possible.
yeah.
God. They talk about timeline jumping. Done. Did it. Like 5 of them.
Timelines?
At least. At least. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I mean, coming back a year ago today, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We were probably downtown and midtown at the office doing this.
Yeah.
And that feels like eons ago.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even know who
It
those
really
people-
does.
Don't even know who those
It
girls
really
were.
does feel like a long time ago.
Don't even know who they were.
Yeah.
I mean, of course we do, but
Yeah.
it seems like just ages ago that was even, you know, something that we just embarked on, and now here we are.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling more adult.
Yeah. Well, I'm proud of us.
Yeah, me too. Dude.
We did it.
We
Of course
did
we
it.
did it.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the power of the mind is you can do literally anything that you would like to. You just have to make the decision and watch everything else just line up.
Yeah. It's true. It's true.
Good or bad, you know?
Yeah.
What you're seeing in the world, and then what you want to be seeing back, like reflected back. That's what'll
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.